Hold on! I am holding on. Well, hold on a little tighter, then. The Doctor shouted this while clutching the TARDIS console and hammering at the controls in what, to Rory, appeared to be a random fashion. Doctor! Amy warned. I think you might want to tell her what's going on now, Doctor, said Rory, in what he hoped was a conciliatory and not at all panicked fashion. And while we're on the subject, I'd quite like to have a better idea of that myself, too. He grabbed for the railing and held on for dear life, while the entire ship shook and bucked around him. I mean, for instance, are we all about to plummet to our deaths, or is this fairly typical for a journey to the Rambalian cluster? The Doctor glanced up from the console, brushing his floppy hair out of his eyes. Rory noticed that, somewhere along the line, the Doctor had discarded his tweed jacket and rolled up his sleeves. His bow tie was slightly off-kilter, too. So, serious business, then. The Doctor met Rory's gaze and offered him an endearing smile. When he spoke again, his tone was calm and measured. Well, I suppose we're sort of crashing, in a manner of speaking. He turned back to the controls as if that was the end of the matter. How can you crash in a manner of speaking? Demanded Amy, and Rory could tell the exasperation in her voice was very much affected. In fact, she looked as if she was actually enjoying the experience. He, on the other hand, felt decidedly queasy. He'd rather not have been crashing at all, let alone in a manner of speaking. Well, not so much crashing as smashing our way through a few roadblocks. Think of it more like a bad case of turbulence, said the Doctor, nearly tumbling over backwards with a sudden jolt and only managing to maintain his balance by sticking a leg in the air and clinging resolutely to the console. The old girl seems to want to take us somewhere in a bit of a hurry, and she's jumping a few time tracks in order to do it, just like a needle skipping in the grooves in an old record. Amy looked at him blankly. Oh, now I do feel old, he said. But why? Rory asked, his knuckles tightening on the rail as he was nearly knocked from his feet. Why do I feel old? The Doctor asked, with a quizzical expression on his face. Well, Rory, it's quite simple, really. Why is the TARDIS taking us somewhere in a hurry? Amy interjected before the Doctor could continue, rolling her eyes at Rory. The Doctor beamed. That's the bit I haven't worked out yet, he said, leaning forward to pat the console fondly and glancing up at the time rotor. But it's not like you to take shortcuts, is it?